Buying a home is usually a very exciting experience. However, that feeling can quickly fade if certain things are overlooked during the process. 43% of homeowners have at least one regret when buying their house, and that number jumps to 64% with millennials. In today's video, I'm going to give you 6 tips to make sure your purchase is regret-free. Tip number 1 is get to know the neighborhood. Before putting in an offer, tour the neighborhood several times and try to talk to a neighbor if you can. We've found that the neighbors love to talk about the neighborhood, both the good and the bad. Tip number 2 is buying in good school districts. Even if you don't have kids that go to the schools, buying in a good school district is a smart move because usually the homes hold their value better and are easier to sell in the future. Tip number 3, and I know you guys have all heard it a million times, location, location, location. But the other factors that come with location, such as crime rates, commutes to work, distance from restaurants and entertainment, taking these things into consideration will have a huge impact on how you feel about your new home once you're actually living in it. Tip number 4 is be patient. There's no getting around it. It's a hot market right now. The competition is fierce to the point where people are just buying a house that's halfway decent. However, buying with that kind of mindset where you're rushed could lead to regrets down the line. Even if things are moving quickly, take time to look at your finances, think about what you really want in a home, and get a home inspection. Keep an eye out for red flags and be okay with walking away. Buying a home is such a huge decision and not one that should be rushed. Tip number 5 is remembering your budget. Putting aside all the bidding wars pushing up the price, it's important to remember and keep in mind what you want and what you can afford, not only in the purchase price, but don't forget to take in all the other factors and the costs associated with owning a home, like maintenance, repairs. You know something's going to break at some point in time. It's not if, it's when. Insurance, property taxes, especially if you live here in Illinois, and homeowners association fees if you live in a condo or a townhouse. Tip number 6, and probably the most important tip, is working with experienced professionals. You want to build a team that you can trust. You want to pick a knowledgeable real estate agent, one that's familiar with the area you're looking to buy in. You want to work with an experienced lender that knows all the intricacies of different loans and rates. You want to get that thorough and detailed home inspector. And when you're putting that team together, if you need that home inspector that has your best interests at heart, please keep me in mind. You can book your inspection at any time at inspectandcheck.com, or you can reach out to me directly at 773-403-3298.